Hi Gottle people, karibuni to another vlog. Actually, it's not a vlog, it's a sit down. This will be the last sit down you're seeing me in this year, and as you can see in the title, it's a 2025 recap of the things that I have been able to achieve this 2025. So let's see, how was our 2025? Let me just start there. With 2025, mwanzo ilikuwa very hard. I didn't have a job, I didn't know where to go, and then nikapata hiyo volunteering opportunity for like 7 months, and then it was so and then sahi tukivlogi tulifutwa kazi tukufutwa, we were laid off. Yeah, so let's there were so many achievements. Me, when I started the year, I did not want to leave. I was like, I'm not seeing anything, I just want to die. And then like right now it has really changed, because I'm like, it's just a season I am in, because I know itapita too. So yeah, let's let me tell you some of the achievements that I was able to achieve this year that really made me feel good. Every month I write Kenya nime achieve, so that it like makes me feel nice about myself, so that I may not have negative thoughts. So on January, I was jobless, as you all remember. So I went for my KMTC certificate for the first time, and I was so happy to be in Nairobi. Yeah, I went for the first time and I got it. I'll put a video over here. I was so happy. And then also on January 31st, actually, I got my license. I was able, my sister gave me the 8,000, I think, ndio nikalipia license yangu. I was so happy. I'm like, no, that me a license. I was so happy. I didn't vlog that. Yeah. Also, I started going to church again. Let me see. Guys, when I tell you I stopped going to church, so in December, I think in December, I knew there's nothing for me, so I did not celebrate my graduation. So my mom kept on like, Mungu atakupea kazi. So I used to go to church. Ningeenda hii wiki ya kwanza, and then I just go. I have, even right now, I don't have any strength to go like pray, and then sina nguvu yoyote. Me just go to church and then just sit down and just listen to people, and then church inaisha, and then nini. I don't know why I do that, but I just do that. So mom was like, oh, Mungu atakupea kazi. Me, I'm like, kwani Mungu anipei kazi? By the way, it has been 1 year since I finished KMTC and I still don't have a job. Yeah. So I'm like, kwani Mungu anipei kazi? I stopped believing. I even told my mom, wacha kuniombeaga ati nipate kazi. And then she stopped praying nipate kazi when I'm there. And I stopped even going to church. Yeah. So, yeah. That's the short story. And then let's go to February. Now February, I was still jobless. So I was able, so I used to attend webinars for this NNNK and NCK ISO, NNNK ISO. I will put a vlog over here because I know I recorded one, and they used to make me feel so nice. They used to be like, make me feel, yes, I'm a part of the community, and used to feel so good. And then I also hit 1,950 on YouTube. Let me tell you guys, kupata subscribers in YouTube is no joke. Like unaweza get stuck at, I think that time I was stuck at 1,940. I was so stuck. I'm like, kwani to grow. Yeah, so I was so happy. And then I finally fixed my phone. I vlogged that part, and then I was so happy because I had when I wrote my, what is it called, easy vitu zako nini, let me look just resolutions. When I wrote my resolutions, I had silent resolutions. This silent resolution andika kwa book, ati kwa book, kwa inaitwaje, kwa book. One of the silent resolutions I had ni mimi nishukwe, nitengeneze simu and I get a job. Yeah, and this for the one that I don't remember. So fixing my phone, top tier. Yeah, and then I got conned. Guys, I got conned. Na nikikwambia I cried that day. Nilisimama town nikalia. Hey. So one day nilikuwa nimeapply mali kwingi. So mimi nimelala hapa, I'm like, there's nothing to do kwa nyumba, so I'm just sleeping. And then I get a call from a known number. And then inanipigia akaniambia you need to this and this. I'm like, yeah, naitwa hivi, so simu yako itafungwa kwa sababu haijakuwa active. And then I was like, okay, mimi ni mtu wa Safaricom, so ndio sifungwe, fanya hivi na hivi. So he was like, dial star. He wasn't like using the normal routes. He was like, dial alafu inaenda like unakwambia choose so if you want me to put his number, he was like, andika 547. So mimi kwa akili yangu ilikuwa ime load in, ananipa namba. Akitaka niweke pesa kwa like dial star 00 like 00500 hivyo. So he ended up making me get a M-Shwari loan, and I never like copy from M-Shwari and a Fuliza loan. Nikilipa hiyo deni ilikuwa 4,200. I felt so much pain. Nikaenda Safaricom. The woman actually, she was so nice. She told me there's nothing Safaricom can do because huyo mtu alizima simu, and yeah, all I have to do is report to the police. My mom was like, ukienda kureport kwa polisi hakuna kitu watafanya, so usijali, nitakulipia hiyo nini. And I really felt nice. So I ended up paying for myself with my first salary. Nilikata a chunk of money. I was Mshwari walikuwa wananipigia every day. Hey, I had even blocked Mshwari. Yeah, so let's go March. So March I got plated. I put a picture over here because I really felt so nice, because my mom used to tell me nywele yako inakaa vibaya, because I mean kwa like nachana nywele ya nini na sieni mali, and I felt so bad, and then on March, the end of March, I went to Makindu and got reunited with Evans. Yeah, that was the fourth silent prayer to get reunited with Evans, and I felt so nice. And yeah, so on April I started volunteering at Makindu Sub-County Hospital. Yeah, on first I remember I started volunteering on like tarehe 7 na niliapply tarehe moja, and I felt so nice. I finally felt like my life has a purpose. I felt so nice being around people and doing what I really love nursing. So yeah, and then I opened a bank account. You guys mlienda na mimi nikifungua your bank account, and then we celebrated our anniversary. I think it was our 3rd anniversary with Evans, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, and then I started the volunteering series, and let me tell you, I'm just happy I started the volunteering series. It had 9 episodes, and because I felt like I'm repeating myself all over. If you haven't followed me on TikTok, my name is miri.k.wanjiko, and yeah, and on Instagram is miri1jiko, and I basically do content around nursing. Yeah, and so I kept on filming, like doing the same thing and the same thing and the same thing. So I was like, no, let me stop volunteering series. But I had 9 episodes, and I think 3 or 2 of them were over 10,000, and I was so happy. I got over 10,000 views on TikTok. I was so happy also. So on May, a video on TikTok got 7k views. I don't know, it's on 10k ukienda kuangalia, and I'm so happy. And then I got sick twice. Let me tell you, hospitali inakupeaga magonjwa. Mtoto akikuja kukoelele, mpata ugonjwa. Ukijidunga, umepata ugonjwa. I was like, I got sick. Hadi kuna siku nyingine I just came home from night shift. I had fever. I had bad fever. Nikalala kwa kitanda. And then Evans akinishika hivi, my fever was so high. And he was like, kwani bu nini mbaya? Yeah. So that was for me. Me had only 2 points. So on June, Evans bought a ring light. You guys saw the ring light in here today to me. Me, he used it, but yeah, he bought a ring light, a sunlight, and a rainbow light. The rainbow light we use it all the time, because at night kuna panya, and wakiona light ina wasta, so they don't do whatever they do, what panya shenanigans. So yeah. And then okay, I use back, so let me just share the book. So on also June, I found out that I have a cyst, and you guys I don't know if you guys know. Yeah, I had said I found out I had a cyst, and it like reignited fears till today. I'm like, sasa nitafanya nini? Nipate watoto. Yeah, and luckily iliisha, and I'm so happy about it. But now I have PCOS, and yeah, nangana too. And then I started Cox. So to treat the cyst, I started Cox, and I don't know if there's a video that you guys will watch. I don't know when. Is I have said I have mnaona tu hiyo journey yangu yote. Yeah, and then we go to July. So July I got paid my stipend. So guys, some hospital, me I don't know which hospital, me I know the hospital I was volunteering. So they had this program to help, because volunteers like volunteer, and unafaa kulipa rent, unafaa kukula, unafaa maybe use motorbike kusafiri. So they put a stipend. A stipend is basically saying you are being paid for your services, and I used to get paid 15,000, but ikikatwa kwa account inaingia 13,200, and I used to feel so nice ikiingia, because I'm like, finally. Yeah, and basically when it's only me, when you're a volunteer, you do the work like the other nurses. Yeah, so yeah, and then got my first locum. Guys, I got my first locum in July, and this was my colleague. I'm actually our deputy in charge. Alinipigia simu Sunday moja, and then she's like, kwani uendagi church? At that time I had stopped going to church because of work, and like, siendagi church. Ako like, nitakupea locum ya 500, 600. Lakini nitakuongezea 600 juu nimekupigia mapema. And I was so happy, nilikuwa follows. Sikuwa najua mtu akienda locum analipwa 1000. But yeah, a lot of nurses won't pay you even that 1000, because they are not paid that way. Yeah, and did my first straight shift also in July. And then we go to August we moved out to a bed sitter, and let me tell you, kuwa na choo ndani ya nyumba, a blessing. Yeah, I paid my insurance loan. I think I've talked about it. And then took Mboi to school. You guys saw that video of me taking my sister to KU. Yeah, and then we finally got our dad's death certificate. My dad has been dead for like 2 years in LK 3, I mean LK 2. Yeah, and we've never gone for their death certificate. So unaendaga kwa district officer. Mimi sijui mali unaendaga, lakini unaendaga kwa hiyo government offices. And the reason why we ended up getting our dad's certificate, it's because we were applying for a help loan, and when you're applying for a help loan, you need to state how you are not able to pay to sustain yourself. And also we have been wanting to go for the death certificate. Yeah, so in September I bought an iron comp. Acha nini niwaambie guys, I bought that iron comp, and then ilichomeka nikitumia. I deleted some parts of the video, and then tukarifandiwa ingine. Hiyo ingine sijaitumia, iko kwa nyumba tu. Nangoja kupata stima tuhame, tupate stima mzuri, ama mimi sijui stima ya landlord without ndio ilichoma hiyo iron comp. and now we are on October. So on October, I got diagnosed with PCOS. Yeah, I've already told you. And also on October, we got laid off work. We bought sambas. You actually saw that vlog. Is it on October? Pia kuna day tulibuy bike also. I took a YouTube break. I felt like I keep on vlogging the same thing, shopping, nini. So I took a break, and it really rejuvenated my year. And then I started to go back to church like consistently. And then on November, my sister went for her ID, and it's such something that I really wanted her to do. I bought spices 3 actually: turmeric, tea masala, and curry powder. And let me tell you, my favorite is tea masala. Hiyo kitu inanuka vizuri kwa chai. Okay, and then I went for my KCSE and KCSE certificate and good conduct on November. Yeah, and then on December I went for my NCK certificate. The vlog that you'll watch next year. Nilienda NCK certificate, and then I updated my ID in the next NCK certificate. The vlog basically, my license had no my ID because when I joined school I was underage, so I didn't have an ID. Now iko nayo. Yeah, so my favorite month this year might have been July and April. July especially because I got my stipend. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this 2025 recap. I have nothing else to say. Yeah, Merry Christmas and happy New Year. See you guys on the next vlog. Bye.